The Misadventures of Mr. Whiskers. Once upon a time in the quaint town of Willowbrook, there lived a peculiar yet endearing orange tabby cat named Mr. Whiskers. Known for his mischievous antics and insatiable curiosity, Mr. Whiskers was loved by all the townsfolk, young and old alike. One sunny morning, as Mr. Whiskers sauntered through the neighborhood, he noticed a colorful tent set up at the town square. Unable to resist the temptation, he ventured inside to discover a traveling circus. The aroma of popcorn and cotton candy filled the air, enticing Mr. Whiskers even further. Inside the circus, Mr. Whiskers stumbled upon an array of performers preparing for their grand show. His eyes widened with excitement as he witnessed acrobats soaring through the air, clowns juggling balls, and a majestic lion tamer practicing her tricks. But amidst all the wonder, Mr. Whiskers caught sight of a group of mice nestled inside a cage. Feeling a surge of empathy, Mr. Whiskers devised a plan to set the mice free. He tiptoed towards the cage, reached out his paw, and gently unlatched the door. In an instant, the mice squeaked with joy as they scuttled away to find their newfound freedom. Unbeknownst to Mr. Whiskers, his act of kindness had not gone unnoticed. The circus owner, Mr. Barnaby, spotted the liberated mice and immediately suspected a feline culprit. With a stern expression on his face, Mr. Barnaby vowed to catch the miscreant responsible for the great mouse escape. Meanwhile, Mr. Whiskers, completely unaware of the chaos he had inadvertently caused, delighted in exploring the various circus attractions. He hopped on the trapeze swings, flung himself into a giant net, and even attempted to ride a unicycle, all to the amusement of the circus crew and the growing crowd. As Mr. Barnaby scoured the circus grounds, he caught a glimpse of a bushy orange tail disappearing behind a cart filled with colorful props. Determined to catch the culprit, Mr. Barnaby snuck up behind Mr. Whiskers and managed to grab hold of his tail. Startled, Mr. Whiskers let out a comical meow and took off running across the circus grounds, with Mr. Barnaby in hot pursuit. The chase led them through hoops, under tightropes, and past bemused circus performers who couldn't help but laugh at the absurdity of the scene. Finally, Mr. Whiskers found refuge atop a stack of barrels, just out of Mr. Barnaby's reach. Panting heavily, the two adversaries locked eyes, and in that moment, they realized that all of this chaos was merely a hilarious misunderstanding. With newfound understanding, Mr. Barnaby released Mr. Whiskers from his grasp, and they shared a chuckle amidst the uproar. Emboldened by the camaraderie, Mr. Barnaby gave Mr. Whiskers a tour of the circus, introducing him to the various performers and their talents. From that day on, Mr. Whiskers became an unofficial mascot of the circus, bringing joy to both young and old as he accompanied the performers during their acts. The townsfolk flocked to the circus night after night to witness the extraordinary spectacle, where laughter and mirth became the highlight of their lives. And so, with his wild escapades and heartwarming adventures, Mr. Whiskers taught everyone the importance of laughter, friendship, and how even the most peculiar of creatures can find their place in the world. The end. The hilarious hunt for the mischievous monkey. Once upon a time in a small village called Sunnydale, there lived a mischievous monkey named Momo. Momo was known throughout the village for his pranks and non-stop mischief. No one had been able to catch him, not even the village elder, who prided himself on being the most patient person in Sunnydale. One sunny day, the villagers gathered in the town square to discuss their dilemma. They were tired of Momo's antics and wanted to come up with a way to catch him once and for all. After hours of discussion, they hatched a plan. The villagers decided to enlist the help of the cleverest person they knew, Amelia, a young girl with a knack for solving puzzles and riddles. Amelia agreed to help and began brainstorming ideas. She remembered that monkeys loved shiny objects and decided to use that knowledge to their advantage. The next day, Amelia and the villagers set up a trap in the heart of the village. They placed a giant glass jar filled with colorful marbles in the middle of the square. The plan was to lure Momo into the jar by hanging shiny objects from nearby trees to catch his attention. As evening fell, the village was quiet, waiting for Momo to make his appearance. Suddenly, they heard rustling in the trees, and there he was, Momo, trying to reach a shiny necklace hanging from a branch. He leaped from tree to tree, determined to satisfy his curiosity. Amelia, dressed as a tourist, pretended to fawn over the marbles, exclaiming loudly about their beauty and rarity. As she continued to admire them, she shouted, "Oh, dear! I seem to have dropped my camera inside the jar. Can someone please help me retrieve it?" Momo, always curious, couldn't resist the temptation. He hopped down from the branches and approached the jar. The villagers held their breath, hoping their plan would work. Much to their delight, Momo jumped into the jar, attempting to fish out the imaginary camera. The villagers quickly sealed the jar shut, trapping the mischievous monkey inside. Amelia thanked the villagers for their assistance and reminded them that even though Momo had caused them trouble, they should treat him kindly. She suggested they create a spacious enclosure near the village where Momo could live happily, surrounded by his beloved shiny objects. From then on, Momo still brought laughter and joy to the villagers, but this time without causing chaos. Children would visit him regularly, bringing shiny trinkets to add to his collection. And so, it was in Sunnydale, where the mischievous monkey became a beloved part of the community, reminding everyone to find laughter in life's little surprises. The end. The Enchanted Sausage. Once upon a time, in the charming town of Bumbleberry, there lived a humble butcher named Mr. McTavish. Mr. McTavish was renowned for his succulent sausages, crafted with a secret recipe handed down through generations. Legend had it that consuming one of his enchanted sausages would grant the eater an unusual and hilarious ability. One sunny morning, young Tommy Tiddlywinks ventured into Mr. McTavish's shop. His curiosity piqued by the rumors, he decided to try one of the magical sausages. With a twinkle in his eye and a smirk on his face, he devoured it in one bite. To his astonishment, Tommy found himself transformed into a bouncing kangaroo. He hopped around the town, causing quite the commotion and leaving everyone in laughter. The townsfolk couldn't believe their eyes as they watched Tommy hop over fences and leap across rooftops, narrowly avoiding collisions at every turn. Word spread like wildfire, attracting visitors from far and wide who wished to experience the enchanting sausages themselves. There was the teacher who turned into a talking parrot and taught class from her perch. The baker transformed into a human muffin and startled customers as they tried to take a bite out of him. And the mayor, who turned invisible, caused quite a stir at an important town meeting. But the most memorable transformation was that of old Mrs. McGillicuddy, the town's grumpy old lady. After enjoying one of Mr. McTavish's sausages, she morphed into a singing mermaid whenever she came into contact with water. Whenever it rained, she'd be spotted splashing and belting out catchy tunes in the puddles, much to the delight of children and adults alike. As the demand for Mr. McTavish's sausages grew, so did the hilarity and chaos that ensued in Bumbleberry. People swapped abilities, transformed into animals, and even switched genders temporarily. It became a place where mischief and laughter were as common as the sunrise. One day, as Mr. McTavish was busy preparing a new batch of sausages, he received a visit from a mysterious man named Mr. Gigglesworth. Dressed in a vibrant suit covered with polka dots, Mr. Gigglesworth claimed to be a talent scout, searching for extraordinary artists. Intrigued, Mr. McTavish reluctantly agreed to reveal his secret recipe. But instead of using it for fame and fortune, Mr. Gigglesworth decided to throw a grand carnival in Bumbleberry, showcasing the enchanting abilities of its residents. The news spread like wildfire, attracting performers from all over. The town was adorned with colorful banners, vibrant tents, and incredible attractions. Acrobats defied gravity, clowns juggled fire, and the sky was filled with music from talented musicians. Mr. McTavish stood proudly at the entrance of his shop, watching the spectacle unfold. He saw the joy that his enchanted sausages brought to people's lives, the friendships formed through shared laughter, and the power of embracing one's uniqueness. And so, the town of Bumbleberry basked in the glory of their magical sausages, with happiness and laughter forever on the menu.